Notice Genesis 17:7. And there's so many scriptures. I'll establish my covenant between me and you and your descendants after you and their generation for an everlasting covenant to be God to you and your descendants after you. Also, I give to you and descendants after you the land which you are a stranger. All the land of Canaan as a everlasting possession. I will be their God. Well, that's all their land. Then, bro, you don't believe in God then, or you got some problem with the Bible, or you're ignorant. You don't even understand it. And yet I even hear supposed Christians that understand this thing, supposed to. I've heard several of them recently. Well, we bless Israel, but not Israel today. Yes, Israel today. Well, are those really the people of Israel? And some group of we're the black Israelites, we're Israel. Then you better thank these people because 6 million of them died in the Holocaust. I guess they did that for you. Ignorance. Utter ignorance. Utter ignorance. Listen, this should be something we rejoice in because we see God's faithfulness despite us. God's goodness despite us, whether Jew or Gentile. He gave that land as a heritage. And don't mess with that land or God will mess with you. Notice Joel 3:1. For behold, in those days at that time, when I bring back the captives of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. And that includes the United States of America. I hate to tell you that. I know there's some that think that, America's God's people, not the Jews. God does not have a covenant with America. Look, at the only people in America that got a covenant with God are those that have bent knee to Jesus Christ, which is, you get down to the nitty gritty, the remnant. I mean, you start seeing people that profess Christ and you see their doctrine, they believe in another God. I'll bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will enter into judgment with them on the account of my people, my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. They have also divided up my land. Pray for our nation. Because there's been proposals after proposals to divide up the land. It's been our saving grace, the hard-hearted Muslim over there that says we don't want that. We want them all destroyed. And by the way, then we want to destroy all you next. And then people say, we need a partner with Iran who wants to destroy them and us. That's how sin makes you stupid. And biblically illiteracy makes you stupid. Good grief. But they're all evil, some say. Wrong. Look, there's a remnant of Jews to this day who believe. Notice there in Romans 11. And again, all Israel will be saved. I'll just read it again. I read it all the time. I'll read it again. Romans 11:25. I do not desire, brother, that you should be ignorant of this mystery, lest you should be wise in your own opinion, that blindness in part has happened to Israel, till the fullness of Gentiles have come in, and so all Israel will be saved. The context is natural Israel. This is a New Testament scripture. The deliverer will come out of Zion, and it will turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So all of you that are like, I hate Israel, the ungodliness, let's just talk about their sin nonstop. Christ is going to come back and turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So that should make you rejoice. Just like he turned away our ungodliness, right? For this is my covenant with them when I take away their sins. So many people want to focus on their sins versus maybe you should consider the log in your own eye, first of all. Maybe we should consider the log in our own eye as a nation. Oh, Steve, how dare you say that? I am a patriot, I love our country, but I'm also one that deals in truths. This nation is by far the leader in child pornography and child abuse and so forth and so on. And so many in this country want to stand with a self-righteousness and then, again, biblical illiteracy, and then stand in the name of Christ. There's some things going on right now that should be very concerning to anyone that has a grasp on Scripture whatsoever in regards to our nation. And you're like, the left. No, most of this nonsense is happening on the right. This 7 Mountain Mandate. And all these conservatives against Israel. We're America first. If you want to be America first, then bless Israel. Well, I rebuke, I don't want that. Then you don't know the Bible then, bro. What are all these pastors in these high places doing? I don't see them standing in truth at all, or very little. The deliverer will come out of Zion and will turn away ungodliness from Jacob. This is my covenant with them when I take away their sins. Concerning the gospel, their enemies for your sake. Concerning the election, their beloved for the Father's sakes. For the gifts and callings of God are irrevocable. And yet there's so many ignorant pastors out there saying, well, God's done with this. He says this is irrevocable. As much as you hate it, it's irrevocable. And this is why Psalm 122:6 says, pray for the peace of Jerusalem. May they prosper who love you. I want America to prosper. Then start loving Israel. Doesn't mean you have to approve of everything that sinners do. And then even practically, well, let's go partner with Islam that wants to destroy us. Good grief.